Adventures of the Reef. Why did we have to leave our old home? I had all my friends there, Chloe said to her parents nervously as they unpacked.
Chloe, the sea star, just moved into a coral reef, and she already missed her old habitat.
Even though Chloe was new to the reef, she began making friends quickly.
Chloe is usually a scaredy sea star who always hides, but she quickly realized that her new home in the coral reef was a great place.
On her first day, Chloe met her neighbor, Timmy the clownfish. Timmy's a jokester
and always cheers Chloe up, even when she spilled her lunch in the cafeteria and wanted to hide.
Chloe also met her neighbor, Athena the jellyfish, right away.
Athena's brave and bold and always sticks up for Chloe.
Even when Freddie the reef trucker was playing a prank and trying to scare her on the way to school.
Chloe, Timmy, Athena, and Freddie loved the coral reef
and became best friends.
Go. Timmy had a brother named Tom, and their mom and dad died. And then Tom asked, why did mom and dad die to Timmy? And then Timmy said, because a shark ate them. And then they finally arrived at Chloe's house, and then Timmy asked Chloe, can we live with you, Chloe? And Chloe said, yes, I'm sorry that your mom and dad died. And Timmy got sunburned, that's why he is very red.
While Chloe was looking after Tom and Timmy, Freddie went out for a swim. Then he heard a splash. It was Chameleon. After that, Chameleon and Freddie became friends.
Chloe and Timmy was playing, and then the Timmy's friend named Pinty, and she is a whale shark. So they played together. They play freeze tag. Chloe said Pinty is the it, said the Chloe, so the Pinty is the it, and they play. They put a timer for 3 minutes. Timmy says start, and Chloe and Timmy win. After they played tag, they went to Chloe's house. They slept at Chloe's room. The next morning, they had pancakes for breakfast. They went to school and saw Timmy. They walked to school with Timmy.
Timmy, Tom, and Chloe came back from school and found out Timmy and Tom's parents were alive, but they just knocked out. No one knew where they were, but Chloe's parents found Timmy's parents near the Mariana Trench.
Well, what happened to you? Chloe asked. Daniel, Timmy's father said. Well, Jane and I were in the trench swimming to the Marina Trench shop, which sells the best seaweed in the ocean. It was really dark, and we thought we found seaweed. And then, splash, splash! The oil spilled everywhere, but we had no idea. We thought it was flavored seaweed. Because it was so dark, we decided to eat it. We thought it was so yummy that we ate more and more.
Until we felt a little tickle and started getting woozy. Next thing we knew, we were floating around in the ocean.
So when my parents found you, I wanted to get help from a doctor. Chloe shared. Then a doctor came with medicine to help you.
The doctor was just here 2 minutes ago. He got the medicine and gave it to your parents, but there was some permanent damage done to their bodies.
Your mother's fins don't work, and my scales are getting weaker by the day.
Timmy's father, Daniel, shared with a scared expression on his face.
Santa was so upset about the oil spill and wanted to do something about it. Attention all fish, come to underwater ruins for a town hall, Athena calls. She tells the fish that they need to build a barrier to keep in the oil. The fish all agree, and Chloe adds, we could also make a message for...
What should we make the barrier out of? Timmy asks. Let's use garbage from the ocean, suggests Tommy. Perfect, I know a really good spot where there is a lot of trash, Freddie says proudly.
All the fish help make the garbage ring around the oil so it won't spread out. The fish felt like superheroes. What happens if there's another spill? We still need to send a message to the humans.
The fish are still upset, so Athena and Chloe come up with a plan so the oil spill doesn't happen again. They spread the plan. The plan was to some fish play dead and other fish will spell clean up with their body.
The fish send the message, and as they're laying, there are a few divers swim by. I wonder if those divers will hurt us, or will they see our message? Chloe whispered in a worried voice. I hope it's going to work, Athena.
The divers got back to the pier where the people were waiting. We saw a message in the ocean that said, clean up.
Can you help us? The divers said.
Sure, let's prepare and gather more people. The divers replied with a smile on their face.
They were happy to help.
All 50 divers came with materials to help the fish clean up the trash. They brought bags, gloves, and oxygen masks. They used the bag to put trash in. They sorted the trash as quick as they could. They used the gloves to keep their hands clean. Some divers cleaned the beach, some the water. They are all happy because they are helping animals. Meanwhile, in the hospital, Timmy and Tom's parents were getting better. The medicine stopped, but they had to keep it up because it was working. I think I'm getting better, said their dad. Me too, said their mom. You guys will stay here for 2 more days, said the nurse. Just then, the doors burst open and in came the excited doctor. You guys can come back in 3 hours. The next day, the friends on the reef and made a plan to continue to clean up the coral reef. There was so much trash, they called all their friends. They made a plan to meet at the middle of the reef every Saturday. They will bring buckets and bags to carry the trash out of the sea. With huge smiles, they said, you can help us too. Sustainable Development Goals 14. Life below water. The end. Thank you for watching.